Peace, peace. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Goddess Nigel. So today you see we have two special guests. You want to introduce yourself? What's your name?
Yes, I'm Faith.
And how old are you?
I'm 9.
And how old are you?
10.
And what's your name?
Queen Heaven.
Okay, her name is Heaven. So I wanted to do a video because we're reaching our 2 month that we've been here. And before I started talking, I was going to let them briefly just say what they like and what they don't like. A lot of people come here with their families, but you always get like their point of view. And I like to just kind of show everyone's energy of what they like and dislike. So who wants to go first? Stop it, Rocky. I know Rocky likes it.
Me.
All right. So briefly, Heaven, what do you like about being in Merida, Mexico so far?
I like the storms. It's closer to everything. Cheaper. Don't like the bats. Hate the mosquitoes. Love the geckos. Love the caterpillars. Love the bugs. And I love their clothes.
So
And their dogs.
Do you, if you compare to back home with just like energy and people, which one do you think is
Mexico.
Mexico? Yay. What do you think, Rocky? Yeah.
Don't add no dog in
Stop.
there. That makes
That's a more.
bad.
All right, Faye. So what do you like?
I like
Stop.
I like the storms. I like how stuff is cheap here. I like what stuff is not too sweet.
I love everything sweet.
And I love the fruits. And
Don't growl me.
Stop.
Oh,
Now, stop it. That is something that even a child noticed, that things taste different because they don't put glucose, whatever it is. I'm going to put it right here.
close.
Yeah, it's this type of sugar that should not be in food anyway. And it does take a lot to adapt to because it just tastes different. We just ordered McDonald's a few minutes ago, and the bread is a lot softer and easy to crumble because they don't put all these preservatives in it.
And the fries are not that salty.
Yeah, they don't. I noticed that today it wasn't a lot of salt. So, given whatever you might think about Mexico or see on TV or what they might show you, they're overall more healthy. Like even preparing fast food, it has more love in it. It's not all this salt and all these preservatives and the bread. Is there anything else? Because you said some things you like. Is there anything you don't like?
The things I don't like is the mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, yes.
The bats. And the ants.
Yes. So the ants, depending on where you live and your situation, how much vegetation is outside, how many trees or plants. But yeah, ants can be a problem. And we've got them under control, I would say like 95%. We have not had any issues with them coming in. And when they do, we quickly get rid of them by just keeping spray around. And you start to learn how to keep your food up, right? We keep things like our cereal in a plastic container and everything. So is there anything you guys want to add to the video before I end it? Because I'm going to do my little chit-chatting.
Oh, I know. My breast stinks.
Anything you'd like to add, Faith? Bye, amor.
Bye.
Bye, amor. Bye, Rocky. All right, you guys. So you heard it directly from their mouths of a 9 and 10-year-old of what they like and dislike. The thing that stood out the most to me that my children are very aware of is the difference of the food, obviously. You know, you can buy a box of cereal that's the same as back home, but like I said, they do not put that type of sugar into their food. I cannot tell you in detail everything that's taken out, but it definitely tastes lighter. Last night we had some Nutella, and it still tastes good. It was still nice and chocolatey, but it was very light. And like I said, we ordered McDonald's today, Uber, for lunch, and no salt on the fries, which were still actually good, and the bread was just more light and flaky. You could tell it wasn't a lot of preservatives in it. So they noticed that early on. Obviously all the fresh fruits and vegetables, because every day we're grabbing juice or vegetables. But just the people, like I said, they're 9 and 10. And you know, sometimes when we first got here, it did feel a bit lonely because you don't speak the language. Sometimes even using a translator is not always the best thing to do because A, sometimes people don't have the patience to look at it and want to read. And second of all, it's just like it's in the way. It takes up time, and you can tell some people will get a little frustrated with that. So being here is good to keep your energy positive. It's good to just try to communicate the best you can without words, body language, everything like that. And when we're communicating that way, which that is a way to communicate, the best way to do that is to maintain healthy space and be conscious of being positive and giving off the best energy that you can. So yeah, I just wanted their little input on it. Like I said, I see a lot of people that come and they have families. You know that they have a family, but very seldom do you see everyone's opinion or input. And some people are doing it, so I'm not saying everyone. But yeah, the 23rd of this month, which October 23rd, will be exactly 2 months that we've been here. It's not 2 months that we've been in our house, but just 2 months that we've been in Merida. Okay, and I've learned so much. There's things that I choose not to talk about on here that are good and bad, and it's not so much bad, it's just there's a time and place for everything. Certain things are personal that I've learned here, and I'm just not going to share those things here on YouTube. Maybe another time, maybe if you reach out to me or whatever the situation, or I might set it up where I have like a certain page where you have to pay like maybe a small fee to get like real insight of the good and bad here. Because like I said, YouTube is not for everything. It's just not. I'm not going to put that energy out there or that information for that matter. But overall, the 2 months that we've been here, I've met some beautiful people. You start to really, if you're here to build your tribe, then the universe, your ancestors will start to mold that for you. And that I am seeing. Every day I'm learning. Sometimes I'm so relaxed. I'm like, okay, I need to be doing something, because your mind is still on back home. I don't care if you're from New York, that's where we're from, or from the South. It's always going to feel slower here just because you're not United States. You know, they're not trying to like break their neck every second of the day to accomplish things. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't hustle. Their hustle might even be more than ours, but the way they go about it is definitely, I feel like it's more humble, and it's not as angry and aggressive. And that's not for everyone back home, because when I talk like this, some people get offensive and they're like, oh, you're trying to put these people above us. Not at all. Not at all. But what you do have to understand, crime is different, weather, food, language, but what you do have to understand is that when you leave United States, you are going to different places, not just Mexico, but all over, where there is still culture. If you went to Africa, Jamaica, Brazil, regardless how dirty this place might look or what you don't like, there is still culture there. That is the base of leaving the country, is that you are exposing yourself to culture where people are still practicing their culture. They still believe their culture. They still got grandma teaching them different remedies. They still got their mom. So that is the biggest difference. That is why I say the people are different. The energy is different, because in the United States, there is no culture. It is trends. It is monkey see, monkey do. And does that trickle here? Of course, because everyone wants to go to America. Everyone, you know what I mean? So I understand all that. I'm not trying to get into all that different stuff, but that is why I give where I am some praise, because you can feel the culture. My husband has met people that you wouldn't think the information that they're speaking is coming out their mouth because of how they look. You're going to judge them. Tattoos, this and that. And when you start speaking to them, they're very, very spiritual. Very spiritual. You know, and that's the same way it is back home. Don't get fooled by somebody's tattoos or how they look or something like that. Obviously, you're going to judge them more when you leave the country, because it's like, okay, this is the type of person I've seen on TV. That's what they showed me. No. It is what it is, you guys. Let me tell you something. America is the only country that has a death penalty, an electric chair for children. That is the only place that I've researched where they allow that or have that. Not saying how much they use it or whatever, but from my research. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's dirty about being over there across that line. And I'm not going to go too crazy with that, because I don't want my video getting penalized or whatever they try to do. Because when you speak truth, when you speak certain things, they don't like it. All right, so I mean, I really can't say nothing more but just to, I won't encourage anybody to anything, but I will always encourage people to explore, to step out your comfort zone. And if leaving the country is something that you want to do, regardless where you want to go, I will go ahead and do it while you can. First of all, like I said, while you can, that means a lot. That speaks volumes. Read between the lines. Do it while you can. Do it while you can. And do it while you can. Life is short. Things are always changing. Finances, what you can do today, you might not be able to do it tomorrow. So stop putting off what you want to do. Even if it's to go way across to China or Africa, wherever you want to go. I'm not here to just promote Mérida, Mexico, because there's so many other beautiful places. And I hope, I won't say that, I know in the future I will be traveling more and bringing you different videos. But as of right now, this is my home. And this is what I want to make home and what I am making home. And I just know I'm going to have so many beautiful experiences to share with you guys. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. We also have another channel that we're starting where me and my husband, we both have our own YouTube. Mine is Goddess Naiko. His is Knowledge is Key. Okay, he's almost to the point where he's monetized on there. So if you guys are not following him, go to his channel. Knowledge is Key. All right. So not only do we have our separate channels, but he just made a channel where I believe it's called Black Sheep Travelers. I'm going to double check before I put in a link. But it's going to just be all of our videos based around being here in Mérida, Mexico. So when it comes to his uploads and mine, together, collectively, they're going to be on that channel. And the reason why we're doing that is because on his channel, he has all types of different things. Music videos, podcasts, stuff like that. With me, I have like tarot readings and everything like that. So we just wanted one channel where if you just want to see just Mérida, Mexico and our travels, because it's called Black Sheep, I think it's called Black Sheep Traveler or Travelers, you'll just get that. Because sometimes people just want that information. And I understand, that's why I'm subscribed to different people, because sometimes you want what you want. So if I want some funny pet videos, I know I can go here. Right now, if you go on my channel, everything on my channel is going to be based on the spiritual journey, but you're going to see a variety of things, okay? So I'm going to put that in the link. I'm going to double check, but I believe it's Black Sheep Travelers. All right? So I'm going to end this video. Make sure you guys are meditating. Make sure you guys are hydrating. Make sure you are putting yourself first. Make sure you are loving yourself. And most importantly, make sure that you are making yourself a priority. Make sure you're loving yourself. Like, share, subscribe. It's absolutely free, you guys, to show love. It's free. You hit the like button. You might share it. You might even put a comment. You might put a heart. You might subscribe. All those things are showing love. People don't understand. I don't have to have 1 million followers to feel appreciated. I don't have to have people donating or doing certain things. I've had people do that in the past, and I'm like, oh, who's that? Like, I've had people do that in the past, like just send stuff just because they want to. I'm happy with you guys just showing love. Like the video, share it, subscribe. And it's not just to subscribe for me, but it's for you also. This is the whole purpose. Once you find your purpose, once you find the reason why you're here, you'll start to fall in love with the mission and stop being so focused on the pain that comes with it. Because the pain that's down here, it is what it is. We can't run from it. We was born into pain. I think we came here with pain. We're going to leave with pain. It is what it is. Pain is just a hard lesson. You know how you're taking little quizzes throughout the year, and then at the end of the year you got to take this large test? That's what pain is. It's just a test that sometimes we don't want to learn and get through it. We never take a L. Everything is always a lesson. It's never a loss. It's a lesson. It's always a lesson.